Welcome back. We're live on 3, and it's time for Win a Home on Afternoon Express, where we follow 3 talented young designers as they transform 3 empty properties at Veldevie Estate into dream homes using finishes provided by Caesarstone and Plascon. Now, one of the challenges our designers were given is to incorporate the use of Caesarstone into their designs. Well, Joanne took up the challenge while creating a unique bespoke basin vanity with the help from Cape Town-based design furniture design studio Crib Creations.
I was looking around at basins and I couldn't find anything that I really liked that you could buy off of the floor or somewhere in shops. So I've always wanted to design my own bespoke pieces, and when this opportunity came along, I designed this beautiful concrete-looking basin that's very modern and angular. I've always wanted to design a vanity like this because I haven't seen anything like it in South Africa. I think it's quite trending in the rest of the world. So this was my chance to make it happen and see it in real life. I chose Caesarstone because it's durable and waterproof. It can be made into any form. So in this particular instance, we used the 13 millimeters because it can be cut into my specific dimensions that I designed for this vanity.
Joanne came to us with the idea for some lovely Caesarstone basins, and she asked us to design a vanity that would complement that. She provided some lovely references with oak veneer panels, which we incorporated into the drawer front design. Joanne has been great. She's very open to all the suggestions that we've had for her. She was able to provide us with some excellent reference material, so that made our job very easy. There's a level of openness to innovation there, rather, I should say. There's a willingness to embrace new ideas and innovative construction techniques and newer materials that an older, more established designer might shy away from.
I chose to collaborate with Crib Creations because they responded to me on a Facebook page. I was looking for someone to work with on a vanity, and they messaged me and asked me what my specifics were. And I sent them my designs, they really loved it, so they came up with a beautiful oak vanity underneath my basin.
We're a young creative bunch here, so we enjoy taking risks and taking on things that others might not. We enjoy working with combinations of different materials, taking advantage of the unique characteristics of each material and really letting them shine. It's really interesting being a local designer. I think there's a lot of opportunity out there. Cape Town is quite a creative hub since the Design Capital 2014. There's been a lot of buzz around, especially locally produced stuff. There's a lot of interesting work available out there for people willing to put themselves out there.
Crib Creations are local designers that have international quality. They are quick and responsive, and they've made beautiful designs throughout South Africa.
Joanne approached us with the idea for some lovely Caesarstone basins and provided some references for us to design a vanity that would complement it. We used oak veneer on the drawer fronts and lovely folkestone grey melamine internals to match the grey basins to create a harmonious look that I hope Joanne will be happy with.
I feel very excited that I designed it and it's there. It was my first time attempting something like this, and I think it looks amazing.
Well, it just goes to show that a beautiful bathroom can really add so much to a property. How much can it truly add from a saleability perspective? Danilo's on the couch to tell us.
Selling a home means taking a whole range of different factors into consideration, from the additional room to knowing how to style the pictures you use when selling online, making it presentable and purchase ready. Our Win a Home contestants are currently working on the bathroom in their beautiful apartments on Veldevie. This is a room in the house that can so easily go wrong, and the first thing people want to change about a house when they go and buy a new one. This afternoon we have Win a Home judge and CEO of private property, Simon Bray, in the loft to tell us how to approach selling a home, and specifically the bathroom. And I'm pretty sure that everyone's an expert on the bathroom because you spend a lot of time there. But when I was initially looking out at the property scene and went to go and visit all the properties as you went along, one of the first things I loved going to go do was check out the bathroom, because it is such a versatile space and it's exciting because you always want a bathroom that's so unique. Why do people do that?
On private property, the bathroom is one of the most observed rooms in the house. When you look at the galleries and what people view and what they spend their time looking at, the bathrooms are always the most interesting piece. And I think, it makes sense. The best way to gauge the condition of a home is often through the bathroom. The fixtures, the fittings, the design. You can get a sense really quickly on whether this is a well-kept home or a poorly kept home. So I think a lot of people build an impression or build an idea of condition of the rest of the home based on the grime between the tiles in the bathroom.
Yes.
And so a lot of people don't spend enough time preparing the bathroom space, particularly when they're going to sell. But I think another reason is fairly obvious. You know, you walk into a lounge, you walk into a dining room, and you can imagine your own furniture in that space.
Yes.
You can move things around, you can put a new painting on the wall, you can do something different. But when it comes to the bathroom, it's all fixtures. So unless you like what's been done, you're going to have to gut it and redo it, and that can be a costly exercise.
Yeah. And also, it's one of those spaces that you want to be kind of creative. You want to feel like your bathroom is so unique when guests come over, or it is your bathroom potentially. You want to make sure that it's a space that's exciting and creative to be in. So you mentioned this idea of selling that bathroom.
Yeah.
How do we go about making sure that our bathroom is ready to sell? And what are some of the mistakes that people make when doing that?
Oh, there's some tremendous mistakes people make when they come to selling their property. Some of the worst photos we've ever had on private property, if we had a wall of shame, it would be bathroom pictures.
Okay.
You know? Yeah, simple things like not putting the toilet seat down when they take a photo of the bathroom. It's those kinds of, you know, tacky mistakes to really bad ones, like not making sure that it's a clean space. I think that's one of the things. It's a little bit like a hotel room. What are the two things you're going to look for? Clean sheets and fresh towels and, you know, good smell in the bathroom. And I think that's important when you're talking about the bathroom, is it should be really clean, clean, clean. So spend the time making it look, doesn't matter what the fixtures and the fittings are doing, just make sure it's all spick and span.
Sure. Okay, that's really good advice. I think one of the things that contestants are looking at the moment is the bathroom, obviously, and they're wanting to get all the elements put together because, not in any gross way, but the bathroom must be tranquil. It must be a space that you feel comfortable in. It must be functional too, so obviously you don't want any leaks coming out or weird designs that has water running into funny places. And it must be beautifully designed too. What advice do you have for our design contestants who are busy working on them now to make sure that the bathroom is all three of those?
Well, this is really an exercise in form follows function. The bathroom, first and foremost, has to be a functional space. You've got to understand what the daily routine is going to be like. Do you need 2 vanities? Do you need a walk-in shower? Is a bath something that you're going to need in this bathroom? So just figure out that daily routine. Make sure that everything is placed in the right places. You spoke about it being a retreat, a sanctuary, so, you know, a personal space. And I think the design is going to have to communicate that. It's going to have to feel inviting. It's going to have to feel like a comfortable space to be in. But it's
going to be a stressful experience being in there, okay? You want it as comfortable as possible.
Yeah, no, I won't get into the details of that. But of course, you know, you want to walk in there and you want to feel like it's a great space to be in.
Yeah.
And a lot of that has to do with where everything is laid out and the way the finishes interact with one another. So it's going to be an interesting challenge. I don't think a bathroom is as we started off saying in this interview, a space that should be overlooked. Definitely something that they should spend time on and understand perfectly.
Yeah, I hope everyone at home is watching very, very closely because I'm so excited to have you here. You mentioned a few things about investments and buying houses and selling property that has been absolutely like pivotal to what people should be looking forward to when they're selling a house. And last time we spoke, you were mentioning the idea of adding an extra room to the house, like really increasing the chances of a property being sold. But what about a second bathroom or 2.5 bathrooms? How does that affect the sale of a property? Does it make it more investment ready?
You know, the interesting thing with a bathroom is it is a very private space, right? Yeah. So if you've got a home that you intend entertaining in a lot, then you have to think about this idea of a guest loo or that half a bathroom that we see on the website. You know, 2.5 bathrooms. I don't quite
what does that mean?
Yeah, exactly. But absolutely, a guest bathroom in particular can elevate the value of a property because your guests feel like it's a private space for them. And I think that can be very important when you're looking at it. It's not traipsing your guests through your master suite to your bathroom, but having a personal space for them as well. So that can certainly add value.
I've been to people's houses where there is no guest bathroom and you sometimes have to walk into the master bathroom.
It feels a bit awkward, doesn't it?
It's like, this is your soap. This is...
Let me just move your toothbrush.
Across slightly.
Exactly.
But when it comes to maybe building a new home or you're setting yourself up for a new property, I mean, how much of a bathroom should you keep in mind? Because first of all, cost is really expensive. It costs a lot of money to build a house. And maybe you're thinking future value when you're wanting to sell the property. Does keeping bathrooms in consideration and in your back of your mind add enough value to a property for the future value of its sale?
Yeah, well, if you think about it, most people move on in a property between 5 and 7 years. So you're going to look to put your property on the market even though you don't think so. You know, you move in, you're in love, this is the best property ever, we're going to stay here forever. But the truth is, 7 years' time, you're going to be looking for a new property. So if you do upgrade the bathrooms and you're looking to do something, a great renovation or something, you need to think about what it's going to look like in 5 to 7 years' time. So pick quality finishes that are going to last, taps, showers, bars that are going to last, and have a timeless element to the design. Don't just jump on the latest trend and then you regret it 3 years from now and you're doing it all over again.
Yeah, like where your bathroom and your shower have no different walls or doors in between them, and you think, oh, this is a great idea, and then you realize what happens in that room. Simon, it's always an honor speaking to you, and I really enjoy taking all the pearls of wisdom when it comes to selling a property. It's made me kind of nervous.
I think the contestants are going to have to be very aware of this challenge. I think a big difference between the apartments is going to be how these bathrooms turn out, so I'm looking forward to it.
Thanks so much, Simon. So don't underestimate the power of a beautiful bathroom when it comes to selling your home. Head over to privateproperty.co.za where you will find the perfect home in the neighborhood that you love. While logging on, why not enter the Win a Home competition and stand a chance to win a home on Val de Vie?
Now, remember that this week on privateproperty.co.za, we want to know, what is your favourite design contestant's bathroom? By casting your vote, you stand a chance of winning paint from Plascon to the value of 5,000 Rand. You'll also automatically be placed into the grand prize draw, where you could win one of those completed apartments at Val de Vie worth more than 3 million Rand. Win a Home is proudly brought to you by Private Property in association with Nedbank. We'll be right back after this.